welcome to the Bailey's Go. If you're new here, my name's Mel. I travel the world with my husband. We're on a 1-year trip around the world, and today I'm going to take you through what I pack. I'm going to take you only through the clothes and everything I keep in my big backpack. We're saving another video coming very soon for all of our tech and smaller backpack. We have 2 backpacks each. So let's start. This is my backpack. This is the Osprey Farpoint 40 that I'm going to show everything that I put in this bag. It's again 40 liters, but we'll go through my clothes, my shoes, my makeup, my toiletries, and then just some odds and ends, accessories, starting with everything in this bag. So, to start on the outside, I have a whistle for safety, a couple of carabiners because we hang it on here, a shoulder strap because this bag also allows you to carry it as a duffel bag on the side, normal, of course, backpack, hip straps, not too exciting. The fun is on the inside. So let's start with what's inside of my huge backpack. Well, some would say it's small. My 40-liter backpack. Let's start with my first packing cube. So the first one, this is a Eagle Creek medium-sized packing cube. I don't have a specific strategy on how I pack them. So this one was originally blue for my bottoms, but it hasn't always worked out. So I have in this one packing cube, one hoodie, my only hoodie. It's just a basic black Nike hoodie. I have one dress here from Target, very basic. It is long and short sleeve, so it can adapt to different cultures, maybe more conservative, and it can fit summer and a little more cold, maybe spring or fall. Then I have my bottoms rolled here with some extras. So I have one pair of leggings, one pair of shorts. This is my bathing suit. I have 2 bathing suits. This is one bathing suit. This is a black one-piece bathing suit. I have another, which you'll see in the future packing cubes. I have a satin pillowcase, which I love. My #1 travel hack is to, especially if you're natural and you want to have some comforts of home. I don't like sleeping on random pillows and strange pillows sometimes. So satin pillowcase is a must for me. Then I have one sports bra rolled up here on the bottom. I do have another in another packing cube. I'm not the most organized, but hey, it fits. So some of my stuff is all over the place. So I have another swimsuit and I have another sports bra in the next packing cube. Next packing cube is the yellow one. Again, the same Eagle Creek medium sized packing cube. This was intentionally my tops. It did not turn out that way, which you'll see. I have a random assortment of things in here. So without further ado, let's get started. So I think I do a combination of folding and rolling depending on the garment itself. So I have one jean button-up shirt that I fold flat. I think because it's too big to roll, it would take up 90% of this packing cube. Next, I have a long sleeve quarter zip smart wool top, which I love. I use this every day in Patagonia because it's warm, but it's not too heavy. Great top. Next, I have the rest of my tops. I guess this is my top packing cube, unintentionally. So I have one, this red top is a Nike Dry Fit basic t-shirt. I have my second sports bra. This first gray one is a wool v-neck t-shirt. Then I have one camisole here that I like to wear underneath my t-shirts. And then if it's really hot, I'll wear them alone. Last t-shirt in this packing cube, gonna unroll because Aggie Pride. So this is a basic t-shirt from A&T. It's a Nike Dry Fit t-shirt. Love it, love A&T, Aggie Pride. Leave me an Aggie Pride in the comments. That sums up the top packing cube. Of course I have an outfit on. This is my airport outfit. So I have a black V-neck t-shirt. I have another camisole underneath it. Then I have a pair of jeans on, a pair of socks, and my sneakers. This I wear to the airport because my jeans are pretty heavy. Of course, they're the heaviest bottoms that I have. So I like to wear them so I don't have to pack them. Because next, I have two small packing cubes that I split between socks, underwear, my second bathing suit, and odds and ends. My bandana, my buff, etc. So let's jump into those two now. 1 and 2. So they're the same colors, same brand, they're just small. So these are the Eagle Creek compression cubes in yellow and in blue, size small. Let's start with the yellow because I really don't remember what's in here. So I have my yellow bathing suit, which is a bikini. I have one piece that I showed previously, and I have this one bikini. Then I have 2 pairs of socks, one short, one long, and a pair of wool gloves. Both of the socks are wool because they allow me to wear them more often and they don't smell. Number 2, this is the second packing cube, blue, size small. This one has all of my underwear. It also has my wool buff, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 pairs of underwear. Nothing different, special about them, except for 2. 2 of them are by Thinks. They're the period underwear that I, of course, wear during my period. Straightforward, right? That about sums up most of the clothing items. I covered my tops, my bottoms, underwear, socks, bathing suits. Next, we'll move on to makeup, toiletries, and go from there. So now that I covered everything in my packing cubes, I have a couple of items that I don't store in packing cubes. That being number 1, my satin scarf. 2, of course, tie my head around. I did have a bonnet, but I lost it within the first week of our trip. So now I solely depend on my satin pillowcase and my satin scarf to protect my hair. Lastly, I have a pair of smart wool base layer bottoms that I sleep in. I solely sleep in these or wear these around the house. I don't wear them much else, and I don't keep them in the packing cube because I'd rather keep them out. So when we have early morning flights or early morning buses, it's easy for me to switch out my clothes versus repack my packing cubes. Now that I covered all of the clothing, I'm going to move into more of the accessories, and we'll start with toiletries and makeup. So I use these 3 pouches to keep all of my, this is my toiletries, this is kind of extra toiletries, and then this is my makeup. So let's start. I'll start with my main toiletry bag. You can even hear it. We keep some pills in here for traveler's diarrhea that are my prescription. But it is a Sea to Summit size small toiletry bag with a hook. Super important when space is limited. When shelf space is limited, I can easily hook this on a towel rack or even on the shower rack, which I've done both already. Then I keep floss in here, my contacts case, deodorant, a bar of soap within the Matador soap bag, which is a lifesaver. Love this, love this, love this. Kyle actually put me onto this, and he has one as well. Of course, I don't leave home without shea butter. Even when we were living in Atlanta, I always carry shea butter on me. I think it is amazing, and it's a miracle. So we have a small jar. This is only 4 ounces. Shea butter. Deodorant, of course. This is the pills that are for traveler's diarrhea that my doctor prescribed to me before we left. Of course, my toothbrush. Pretty basic. That's it. Next, for my secondary toiletry bag, it's a Toomey bag. I'm not sure where we got it from. I think we would have gotten it from first class on Delta 1 that they give these out. So I repurposed it, and now it keeps my contacts. I have a 4-month supply of contacts, 6 months supply. I have a 6-month supply of contacts here that I keep in there. I don't wear my contacts often, but I'm gonna have them on right now. Then I have 2 things of earplugs. So my ears are really sensitive, and I don't like, really loud sounds. So these are just in case. I haven't used them yet, but if I need to, I will use these earplugs. We actually got these from work. Next is my Diva cup. Well, it's my cup, but the brand is Lena. I'll leave a link below on where you can find it on Amazon for about $20. But I use this. We have a thermometer because I'm scared about getting sick. So I carry this around just to gauge how sick we are, depending on, I think a fever is a good indicator to know how sick you actually are. I have a few pads and tampons. I have my other cup, which is a Luna cup. So I have 2. These are silicone wedding rings. They come in a pack of 4. I have 1 on now. We left our expensive jewelry, of course, at home so it doesn't get lost or stolen. And instead, I use a silicone wedding ring. I'll leave a link to these because I think they're pretty cool. You can see they're not expensive. Straightforward. Lastly, I have my makeup pouch, which is entirely too big, and I knew that. This takes up entirely too much space relative to how big my backpack is and relative to how many clothes I'm bringing, but I'm working on it. In here, I have a ton of makeup. I have a few lipsticks, enough to do a full face. It is a lot, and I don't know if I'm gonna go through all of it now. I, of course, have foundation, concealer, mascara, eyeliner, eyebrow pencil, 4 lipsticks, 2 eyeshadows, 2 brushes, eyeliner. Yeah, there's a lot. You know what? I forgot my shoes, the most important part. Let's do that really quick. Let's go back. I don't know how I forgot my shoes. Here they are. We'll go through them. I don't know how I forgot my shoes. So let's start with my sneakers. I wear these on the plane and on travel days. That's why they're not in a bag. This is my shoe pouch where I keep my other shoes. These are the ones that I would be wearing today if we were out. These are New Balances 860s. I also like these because these are my running shoes. So I do wear them walking around town. But I also run in these, and I've been running in these for probably 3 years, the 860s. The New York edition, so I like the colors. Basic sneakers. Next, I have my shoe pouch, which houses 2 pairs of shoes. I have a pair of Chacos and a pair of nicer shoes that I got from Target that are more shoe-like. My Chacos are basic black Z Clouds. I'll put the link below. Of course, everything here today that I can find Amazon links for, I will put the link for them. These are just basic black tacos. I wear these in the shower, to the beach, walking around some days when I want to wear sandals or I want to look a little nicer. Next is a pair of basic regular shoes. They're kind of like Tom styles, although I got these from Target. They're a little light. These may not make it the entire trip. I may replace these as they get dirty, but I'll wear this on a more dressed up occasion, sometimes at night if we go to dinner, or if I wear that dress, I'll wear these. But those are the 3 pairs of shoes that I have on the trip. This is it. No other shoes. Next, we'll move on to some random odds and ends, things that don't have a particular place. They're not in a set packing cube, that are floating around in smaller compartments of my backpack. Number 1 is my journal. I don't write in it always, but I like to keep track of memories, write to-do lists, things that I know I need to do. I believe I got this from Barnes & Noble, but I'll leave a link below. Next is a set of workout bands. These I use when doing squats, lunges, etc., just to get in a small daily workout. It doesn't require a lot of equipment. We don't always have access to a gym or space to do anything. So this is really helpful, super small. It doesn't take up any space, but it can give you a really good workout. I think there's a set of 6 in here at different levels of resistance. Next is a Sea to Summit sleeping bag liner. We stay in all different types of accommodations, and I'm a germaphobe, if I didn't mention that already. So I do bring my own pillowcase, and I do bring my own sleeping bag liner because I don't like getting in random beds all the time. So this is nice. It also serves as an extra blanket. If it's cold, it's another thing to get into. Sea to Summit silk liner. Next, I have my sarong. Of course, this is a travel essential. It's just basically a big square piece of fabric. I use this laying on the beach. I use this as a blanket as well on days when it's really cold or the air conditioner is up really high. I plan to use this to cover my shoulders if we're in more conservative areas, or my head if we venture to different countries. Love it, love it, love it. Next in this pouch is my hair stuff. So I have a wide tooth comb to comb my hair in the shower. I have a tangle teaser that I got from Ulta that I also use. And this is just I don't even know what this pouch used to be. I think I stole it from my mom.
Hi, Mama.
You can't talk in my thing. Going along with the fitness that I mentioned previously, so we don't always have access to a gym or space, I like a jump rope because it doesn't take a lot of square feet. It's easy to pack. This is something that we can kind of do on the sidewalk, in our apartment, in our Airbnbs, or in our hotel that doesn't take up a lot of space. It doesn't need a lot of space, and it's easy to pack. It sits in my bag like this, and you get a really good workout. Plus the workout bands, I try to work out most days using these 2 items. Next, I have a headlamp. This is just in case, more so than anything else. We've stayed in hostels and shared hostels where we're waking up early or gone to bed late. And this is helpful because you don't have to turn the lights on and disturb your neighbors. Or if we're walking at night, it's a little sketchy. It does have a red light and a green light as well as a white light. To use this just in case. Next, of course, I have a pen to write in my journal, to fill out custom forms, to basically, in case I need to write anything, I have a few pens circulating always in my bag. copies of passports, copy of Kyle's passports. We both have separate bags, but because we travel together, if something were to happen to one of our bags and not the other, I keep a copy of his passport as well as a copy of my own passport in case anything happens to his. Here we have my Patagonia Nano Puff jacket that fits really small into this little compartment. It folds into its own pocket, which I'll take out here. And you can see that it is a full-size synthetic jacket that folds up, really small but really warm compared to how much it does because we are traveling for a whole year. In any location, we don't have all of our countries planned out, but for some that are cold, this was really useful in Patagonia. I wore this almost every day in Patagonia. My jacket. Next, I have another jacket. This is a rain jacket that folds up into its hood. So similar to the Nano Puff, but this folds up instead of into the pocket, into the hood. It is a REI rain jacket in, I think, forest green. Just a basic standard rain jacket, but it folds down really small. I use this because we walk everywhere. 9 times out of 10, we're on foot, we're walking, and it's helpful to have a rain jacket. We don't carry an umbrella because it's entirely too big. So we carry our rain jackets for when we have to walk. That concludes everything that I pack in my 40-liter Osprey Farpoint bag that I'm carrying with me on this 1-year trip around the world. I do have another backpack here. The burgundy colored one behind you is my tech bag. So I will cover that in the next video. Until then, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Good stuff.
You over there watching YouTube videos? Oh, I was like.